Hey, what's up? Welcome to Diverse Roots. My name is Elena. We are here on November 11th. I'm going to do a quick garden tour before the cold weather sets in. We've kind of reached that point in our climate where North Texas, Zone 8A, this next coming week, we had a little bout of cold. We protected our plants, saved almost everything. But this next coming week, it's going to be like the entire week, and it's going to be freezing or below freezing levels. So I'm going to do a quick garden tour of before it gets crazy cold, and then I'll be able to do a video for comparison for my own records. This is a little bit earlier than last year. If I recall, we were harvesting tomatoes on Thanksgiving last year. Technically, today is Thanksgiving for us because our son is home on leave. So we're celebrating a little bit early because he does go back tomorrow. He's been with us for a little over a week, and we've been soaking that time in. But I'm just going to show you around the garden right now and show you what's doing great, what's not doing so great, and kind of just notes for myself to reference back. Had I been properly prepared, like I knew this cold was coming, right? And for some reason my brain only clicks on to think, oh, let me buy frost covering like the day or two before, so chances of it getting here on time aren't very likely. I'm not sure why I'm doing that, but or why I work this way. This is something that I'm working on. Life is a forever evolving, little by little by little equals a lot, right? So anyway, let's go ahead and check out this situation what we got growing on. Cats are about to attack me. Let's get going, growing. Let's go. That's Aisha and Isaac. These guys. Our 5 is now 4. I'm pretty sure I did a video of that, but I don't think that's Duma, the gray one. This is Jasari. She's got the stripe down her face. And then that's Zalika. She's got one paw that's... her right paw has more color on it. Anyway, okay. That's not what we're here for. We're here for the garden. Let's start over here. Okay, I just realized my mic was pointing the other way for the first bits that I showed over here. So hopefully it came across okay. But in the event that it did not, just a quick recap. These silly cats. Get out of there. Ezreal's tomato plant, still no tomatoes. Looks great though. Gonna protect it. A lot of this stuff is coming in because the frost is coming. Same with this stuff over here. I've got longevity spinach. I got some passion fruit vine. Some indoor things. Some of this stuff looks really bad because we salvaged it from dumpsters. That's what we do. That's how we get a lot of plants and trees around here. But this is pretty much the coming in pile. The basil, we're going to overwinter some inside because it smells so great. And we got a lot of cuttings to take from plants before the freeze gets here. Okay, mint's doing fantastic. I was just talking about how I love mint. I don't believe you can have too much of it. Water catchments over there. If you see these buckets against the house, that's what those are. They're just to catch water in places where water really comes down. This is the white Marcellus fig. Excuse me. It does not like this spot here. It is good for cutting purposes. Like I can start a lot of these cuttings, but it does. We got this tree here, and it casts a ton of shade, and which is why this guy is usually looking pretty bare. Hasn't set any fruit since it's been here in this location, but we just planted one of its clones, one of its cuttings I grew on the other part of the house. I'll go through that here in a bit. We'll actually end our tour over there. This bucket was getting cleaned out because it has a lot of muck in it. Our jujube, as you can see. Oh, what is that? Can't ever find the tops to my children, folks. It's the price you pay when it's a family affair. Okay, it is what it is. Jujube is gone into dormancy, as you can tell. It's got just barely anything. Oh, well, not even that hanging on now. You can see everything is going dormant, and we still have so much of this runner grass and ant piles everywhere. That's something that we're really going to have to go back in this fall and tend to. There's nothing in these two but some remnants of potatoes. Those are empty. Blackberry bush is looking really good. The roselle, I just harvested quite a bit, but it's the end of the season. There's a couple more I'm going to get off. Oh, those are the dogs. Hopefully they're not too loud. The roselle has a couple more pieces that I'm going to get off. A couple of these we got to harvest, and of course for seed. And then we have the plants here, and then another one down there. Everything that needs to be harvested before this freeze comes in 2 days, we're gonna get that done. I mean, let's go back. I'm getting ahead of myself. You know what? No, let's do this. My bad. Okay. All right. So I know you want to be over here with me, huh, Echo? She wants to be on this side, but I can't supervise you and do a video, Echo. This is where our tomatillos were. And obviously, as you can see, the sunflowers. We got some pretty vine. I forget what that vine is. Oh, those Frenchies. Probably should not have put them out right now while I'm trying to do this, but it is what it is. When I can't supervise dogs, they need to be contained. Roselle, we pulled the tomatillos. There's still a couple tomatillos over there. Roselle. These Gomphrena, man, I am surprised because they survive. I don't know nothing about, I mean, I'm learning about Gomphrena now because this is the first year I've ever grown them, but these guys are definitely a staple in my garden from here on out. The pollinators love them. I love the way that they look. I don't know if there's any other benefit. I don't know if there's any other benefits to them. But they're beautiful, and I like the addition they make to the daily bouquets. Oh man, God, it's Gamora. She does this. She's mad because she's not being paid attention to. Anyway, the loofah, a lot of it died with the last freeze, so we're just leaving the loofah on the vine. It'll be fine, or it won't. That's how I feel right now about that. That's loofah down there. You'll see tomatoes. It's a Mexican petunia. You'll see tomatoes all up in the mix because they're everywhere. They're all back here. Let this be a lesson, Elena, future Elena, when you watch this. Stop planting so densely. I don't know what my problem is. I always say, I'm not going to, and then I do. So we have the cat. That's my foot. Not a scratching post. Let's see. I don't know if you can see the tomatoes back there, but right there, those are more tomatoes. I mean, they're all in here. You can't really pick it up very well on camera. Ow, cat. This is what I'm working with, guys. Look. These cats are climbing up on me. Aisha? What do you see, Duma? The camera is wobbling because the cats are rubbing on the... Oh my goodness, stop it. The little... I don't know what it's called. I can't think of the word. The little thing you connect and hold on to. Like the handle, the tripod, the mini tripod. Echo just scared them. Anyway, tomatoes everywhere we have to harvest. Harvest seeds for the basil. Take cuttings from the living, look. I'm just going to appreciate this right now. Oh, rats. Straw flower. It's the first time I've grown those, and this is the only one out of all the seeds that I started that made it to this point, and I've already collected a lot of seeds from this one plant. So I'm very happy about that. That is also going to be a regular because, my goodness gracious, this is beautiful. Oh my gosh, Gamora. Hold on. Okay, had to get Gamora back inside because I don't even know how loud that was at this point, and I'm really hoping I don't have to do this all over again. This is why I don't record a lot of stuff and post it, because there's usually a lot of craziness in the background. Okay, I believe I was over here talking about how beautiful these straw flowers were because they're fantastic. There are tomatoes everywhere. They have fallen. They need to be harvested. They're all kind of ways back here. This is insane. This grass over here. It doesn't help that our neighbor, this all used to be wood chips, right? We remember that. We remember when we did this. But I didn't install a proper barrier, rhizome barrier. And our neighbor's lawn is coming over. And the kids were trying to combat it. And as you can see, they scraped up here and made a mound here. But now we just have like a mound of grass. We're going to have to get out here and dig a lot of this up. I mean, it's mostly surface level, but anybody with this kind of runner grass knows that there's all kinds of babies up under here that are just waiting to come back even stronger. So my plan for this area, I'm going to do like a little mini chicken run, I think, and some of them are going to we're going to probably rotate some of them. Oh my goodness, these cats are licking me and climbing up me. Ow, your nails right now. Stop it, you guys. Okay, so yeah, what was I saying? Chicken run. My idea is to build some type of chicken run for this area in these dimensions here. And that is because chickens are really good at getting rid of grass and scratching things away. I'm hoping. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. But I started meditating recently, consistently, I should say, and I'm finding out a lot of things about myself in doing this. And this grass and we have a relationship. Anyway, moving on. Oh, it looks like somebody was collecting tomatillos and just set them down and never came back for them. These end pots didn't do so great because they got neglected with water. And the sun, this summer here in North Texas was just insanity. I'm not really sure why this guy stunted. It should be way bigger. All the other ones I planted around the same time are giving us fruit, but I'm not going to worry about that one. It doesn't want to live, apparently. It's going to freeze. Basil, I'm going to do some clippings from this, collect seed. Celosia, bye-bye. You're on your way out. So we've harvested a ton of peppers. This one got the last cold. I did not have protected. That's why that one looks like this. Nothing in this bed was protected. That last little cold spell we got. But all these tomatoes, they look great. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. They look good for what they are. They survived a brutal summer this year, and they've given us food, so I'm grateful for that. But I'm not protecting these guys. We're gonna come out and harvest all of these, and whatever doesn't make it through the freeze that we have coming up is just gonna get pulled. I'm not gonna fret with it, fuss with it. These beds, well, this one is a little bit shorter because I haven't expanded it yet. Oh my goodness, you see what the cats, man. That's that hole right there. Oh, gosh. I'm gonna have to figure out a solution for these cats getting in the garden bed because they have all of the property to do their shenanigans on, and they choose. This one is. Nope, that one is. That's great. Okay. that's that lovely runner grass, clumping grass. We have all kinds of grasses out here that like to make their way into things. But anyway, back to what makes me happy. None of these peppers got protected with that last little cold spell we had. It was like 2 days of cold. So I'm very happy about this. But again, like I said, nothing. I mean, these were already. This bed was stunted dramatically. It had a very hard summer. But we've been getting food off of it. I'm grateful for that. We're gonna receive the food and be grateful for it. These melons didn't ripen time. Ripen in time. There's not enough time for them. Those were Israeli melons. I already harvested. Oh my gosh, they're so delicious. So there's 2 left. One's still hanging over there on that archway that is also not going to ripen in time, but I'm grateful for the harvest that we've received from them. I forget what exactly that is right there. Those are beets right there, beet greens. I don't remember what this is. I know that's Swiss chard. This looks like Swiss chard, but I have something. Hey, don't you start. No ma'am. No. She's so pretty. Cats, you're making her hype. She thinks I'm giving you guys attention. Instead of her, cut it out. You're getting me in trouble. Go away. I don't want them by me either, Echo. I don't want them by me either. They just won't leave me alone. I'll take you for a walk when I'm done with this. This is why I don't have time. There's so many things around here that need me. That tag is just so I can test that particular marker in our sun. That was written on August 19th. Anyway, whatever. I do random little things like this. The zinnia has tried to take over the walkway because there was a big zinnia mother plant right there. And we've since pulled it just because it's spent and bent over and was pulled up. And we got all kinds of we got a lot of seeds from it. So that's good. And it's given us plenty of lovely bouquets. Okay, so here, I hope somebody's finding enjoyment in this. To me, it feels kind of boring. But also, I know I watch things like this that I really like. It's just because it's my own garden. And maybe I'm seeing all the work that I have to get out here and do. And I got cats at my feet needing me. And I got a 5-year-old in the house that needs me. And I got dogs that... Anyway, look at these beautiful tomatoes. I mean, some of them aren't beautiful, but that's okay because the chickens will enjoy them. More zinnia. And then we got peppers on this... in this jungle. You could see back, let's see, you can see back there, pepper to the left, pepper to the right. That's celosia. I've heard it said all kinds of ways, so yeah, that's why I do that, because if I'm not 100% sure on how something is pronounced, I'll say it multiple ways, hoping one of those ways is right. So these tomatoes are pretty tall. They're taller than me, but I'm not protecting these guys. I'll take probably some cuttings from them, like some armpits, some armpit growth that's gotten kind of long to root, and I might try an experiment inside, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'll keep the tomatoes alive. I'll get them to root real good. And then I won't really do anything with them because I got so many other things going on, and they get too big too quick. So whether or not that's actually successful to turning into a plant early in the season, we'll see. It might work, it might not work. I do the best that I can do. Okay. Ouch! This cat just... Hold on. I am not a tree. You saw that, right? You saw how she just... That's what she does. They do. My kids train them to do these things. One kid in particular, she doesn't... She allows them to do it, and then they think they can do it to everybody. Which is why... Well, I don't have a Band-Aid on right now, but... Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. We'll see how that goes. this, my children were using, I'm pretty sure this is azomite. Yep, it's azomite. My kids were using that as a prop for the sprinklers. And it's going to be completely useless because it was in full sun. So I'm going to have to find another container for that. Something more permanent. I'm going to be getting like metal trash cans or something because I'm not going through plastic. I think I've talked about it before. Plastic and me have like an anxiety-filled relationship. All of these plastic totes you see out here, these are all recycled. Like these are all, we're going to be thrown away, saved from the dumpster, saved from the landfills. So those I don't have a problem with because I'm giving them life that they wouldn't have otherwise had. Anyway, lots of peppers over here still. Some of the plants, these guys were protected from the recent little cold spell we had for a couple days last month in October. Lots of peppers still on there. This little patch right here, this is what? 4x3 area has given us a lot of peppers. We got a squash here. Probably not going to protect that because I don't have frost cloth. And I think it might get too cold anyway for that. What'd you plant there around those rocks? What is that, radish? Or mustard? Okay. It's closely planted. A lot of this stuff you see blown over from the wind. Calendula is doing good. This is all volunteer calendula at this point. These are all new plants. That one there, that one there. That's probably a big problem is we let most volunteers just do their thing, which is why we have usually flowers taking over the walkways. These are some plants that I picked up from our local little plant, I think it's the Justin Garden Center, or Ace Hardware in Justin, Texas. They had a bunch of these a couple days ago on clearance. So I just grabbed a few because they were like less than $1. They were like 75% off or something like that. Those cannas are beautiful. A lot of people I hear don't like these color cannas. Like, they don't like the darker leaves, but I can't get with that because I think they're gorgeous. I don't like red unless it's in nature. That's the only time I like the color red. And it's an obsession. Like, I love it in nature. Artificial red, I don't like. Look at that beautiful plant. Chard is one of those things that you grow to make yourself feel better. I mean, like, we like to eat it. We love chard in soups especially, or in like pasta dishes. But I mean, you could just grow a whole bed of these and just feel so successful because they're so beautiful and they do so well with so minimal care, at least in my experience. Just more raggedy looking plants. Sorry, plants, I didn't mean to be disrespectful. You see, this grass, I really don't want to concede and just have grass walkways because the runners then are going to infiltrate this area if we do not maintain some sort of boundary. I don't even know how long this is at this point. I feel like I'm rambling. You guys, you're not going to make it in time. Oh, you got 2 days. Less than 2 days. That's so sad. However big those are, when it hits, I'll pull up and enjoy. These peppers, I'm debating on if I'm going to try to save them or not because I really love them. I really love coming out here and getting peppers every day. But we'll see. Nothing growing on in here. These I lied. That is a major ant situation. You've got to be kidding me. Let's see if we can agitate them. Don't try this at home, guys. These are Texas ants. Fire ants. They come for They come for the jugular here. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can see that. No freaking business in my garden. Taking over my pots. This was soil for me, not for you. I'm gonna have to contend with that. It's because it's on the ground. That's the mistake. You see these? You see these? You're probably wondering why. Well, you don't have to wonder anymore because that's why. When they're on the ground, that happens every single time. This was my mistake, ants. Touche. You caught me slipping. These are just growing a bunch of dead vegetation and grasses because the watering did not make it this way, this far. This is the sad part. These are my sun golds. They're at the end of the season. I think I'm definitely going to try to take some cuttings of these, and I'll probably give these guys my attention because, oh look, there's one little guy left. Right there. He fell off. And I will enjoy this. Guys, I'm telling you, if you like tomatoes, sun golds are like the absolute best tomato you can grow, in my opinion, in the garden. That and what I'm about to show you on the hoop over there. On the archway. The archway. Sun golds will forever be a staple in my garden. Another one fell down there, but I'm not gonna get that. See, look. They just keep giving. I could... ooh. Hold on, sorry. Tomato break. I could try to protect this one over here because it is still producing. It still has a bunch of flowers. I mean, these guys have a bunch of flowers too. If I could protect these, they would continue giving. I just don't have... If I had a greenhouse, they would be in it. Let me tell you. If I had a greenhouse, my son and I, my daughter and I, my son, daughter and I, all three of us, we would be carrying these lugs to the greenhouse. I just pointed like this. You can't... That's what I did behind the camera. We would be taking these into the greenhouse. I should have a greenhouse by now, but, you know... Listen, look at me. I'm over here trying to film and, like, not get caught picking up food off the ground and eating it, but I really don't care because they're delicious. That's what we grow them for. It comes from the earth. I mean, they're just so good. I want all of them to be in my belly. I don't know what kind of tomato this is, but there's one on there. So props to you, homie. Because you're trying. Oh, there's another one back there, too. Some of these tomatoes were salvaged from the dumpster, so I don't have names on them. Because, I didn't have... Oh, there's little baby squash. It's going to get cold. Ow! I don't know why. Squash. I see people touch squash in videos all the time. I have no idea why squash and me can't be friends in the regard of me touching it, because every time I go to touch it, to move a leaf, to get a squash, it legit assaults me, like, in a very painful way. And I've had 7 children. 7 children have come through my body. No C-sections. And for some reason, squash take me out. Like, the little spikes on them, they're just not compatible with me, which makes me sad because it's like I feel thirsty for attention because I'm like, I love you, squash. Why don't you love me back? But what are you gonna do? Okay. So this tomato had really bad wind the other day. It just knocked over, and the root system is still good. So I was just like, just leave it there. But with this cold coming in, let's see. It's what it is. Because it's so compact, we might protect that one. We might protect this tomato, the sun gold, maybe a couple sun golds, and the peppers. down there. But I don't know. We'll see. I really got to wrap this up here because we got a lot to do out here before. It's a very cloudy day, which is nice. This was the melon I was talking about in Israeli. It looks like it's starting to get moldy, so I'm just going to take that one back to the birds. It's going to be one of the things. These little turds we have been contending with for years. You see that? Cucumber beetle? Even the camera wants to avoid you. There we go. That tomato is a bird tomato. Although, full disclosure, those tomatoes I do cut out the bad parts of too, but we have so many right now. I usually do that in the beginning of the season. Oh, what is this? Oh my gosh, I missed you. Oh, man. Dang it. Dang it, dang it. Well, there was a big sunflower here, all in this corner, blocking this. So, that is full of ants and other lovelies. But that's an Israeli melon that I didn't notice in time, and it got overripe, and the bugs got it. So, okay, look at these. Okay, look at this tomato ridiculousness. This one single plant. This is why the San Marzano tomato will forever be. Hold on, I feel like this needs to be more dramatic. This is why the San Marzano tomato will forever be. I mean, look at this. Look at this. This is just one side of it. This will forever be in my garden. Like, no cap. Okay, this is my kids say, no cap. Look at this. One plant.
Stop kicking. You're kicking. Oh, they grow from trees. Didn't they grow from trees? Or is it just because you guys planted?
Oh no, that's a vine. That Israeli melon, that one's not going to ripen in time. But listen, this beast behind me, there's nothing to not love about the San Marzano tomato, in my opinion. You can't tell me I'm wrong because it's my opinion. This thing was the first plant to give us tomatoes this season, and it has been giving us tomatoes for months and months, and it's still going. This baby, we're gonna protect. We're gonna pull out all the little blankets that we pulled out last time that we have. We don't, because I don't have proper frost cloth because my last one disintegrated, and like I just told you earlier, like I wait until like the very last minute to be prepared for some reason. You wanna know what the kicker is to this? This was a dumpster tomato. My San Marzanos didn't make it due to my San Marzanos did not make it due to details I cannot disclose for contractual reasons. They didn't get watered. They died. They got neglected. Okay? I didn't say it was the best plant, Mom. I've kept 7 human beings alive. Cut me some slack. This is a dumpster tomato. Dumpster. That means we got it out of the dumpster. Someone was just throwing it away. I'm not going to say who. But they throw a lot of stuff away. And we salvaged it. And I think I did a video about, like, we had trays and trays and trays of tomatoes. And watermelon. Oh my gosh, there's 2 watermelons.
There's watermelon?
Yep, you guys can harvest those too and take them in.
Oh, we can take them out?
Yes, go ahead and pluck them off the vine and take them in.
That one.
What was I saying? I'm not going to say any names of who it is. I already said that part. I don't know if I did a video on the trays and trays and trays of tomatoes we saved from the dumpster, but I would like to go on record and say that our dumpster saves have produced, be careful, have produced tons of food. Okay? Figuratively. Literally, obviously not like thousands of pounds. What, baby? You just pull it off. You gotta yank it off. Just yank it off. There you go.
You want me to take off?
Hold on. They're harvesting.
Yeah, I got like 7 foot.
Just break the vine. That vine is so. Just pull it off. Look. Isaac,
What?
look up the vine a little bit. It's weak and dry. You could probably just go a little higher and break the vine. Isaac,
Ow.
just a little higher. Okay, or that.
It's really long.
Just break it. Look, right here.
Ah.
Ta-da!
Rabbits keep going on me. Here you go, Via.
Go ahead and take the watermelon in,
I guess.
or just set it up there and set it up by the tree or something, and we'll get a group shot of everything we harvest.
Okay.
The tomatoes that we save from the dumpster, let me hurry up and say this because things get distracted around here. Just us alone, I know have produced 100 pounds easy of tomatoes. No, we're over here by this tree, baby. I didn't even show. I'm gonna segue real quick. 'Cause I'm about to show you what we got out that dumpster.